A married couple, Jackie and Jules, arrive at a quiet, far-off cabin in the middle of a thick forest near a beautiful lake. This cabin used to be Jackie's father's, and they've come to celebrate their first year of marriage. Jules feels happy and peaceful as she enjoys the calm and natural beauty around them. After they settle in, Jackie picks up a guitar and plays a strange, slightly creepy song. The weird melody makes Jules feel uneasy, so she kindly takes the guitar from Jackie. Suddenly, car headlights shine through the dark, surprising Jules. She wonders, who could be coming to such a hidden place so late at night? Jackie goes outside and sees it's her old friend Sarah, who lives across the lake with her husband, Daniel. Sarah says she saw lights at the cabin and wanted to see who was staying there. But then Sarah calls Jackie Megan, which surprises Jules because Jackie never told her about that name. The next morning, Jules feels even more confused. While walking through the forest, still upset by what she learned the night before, she talks to Jackie about her real identity. Jackie says sorry and explains that she changed her name from Megan to Jackie to start fresh after she told people she was gay. Even though Jules is still hurt, she seems to get it. To make Jules feel better, Jackie takes her on a boat ride across the lake and gives her a pretty locket with their picture inside. This kind act helps Jules feel a little better, and their bond starts to grow again. Back at the cabin, Jackie asks Jules to try shooting with rifles, showing a new side of herself. Jules has trouble hitting the targets, but Jackie hits all of them perfectly. Jules is surprised, so Jackie tells her a scary memory from her childhood. Her dad once left her alone in the forest to hunt. She came face to face with a big bear and shot it, but the bear didn't die right away. Her gun jammed, and she had to watch it suffer for 20 long minutes before it passed. The next morning, Jules feels even more unsure and confused. Her father had taught her a scary lesson that day. He said, "If hurting something means saving your own life, then you have to do it." The next day, Jackie goes to town to get some things, leaving Jules at the cabin alone. Feeling curious and a little worried, Jules goes across the lake to visit Sarah's house and meets a man named Daniel there. While Sarah goes to get some water, Jules sees a photo. It shows Jackie, Sarah, and another girl named Jenny. Sarah tells Jules that Jenny died in an accident shortly after that picture was taken, and surprisingly, Jackie was thought to be involved in Jenny's strange death. This shocks Jules and makes her doubt Jackie again. She goes back to the cabin feeling nervous and unsure, wondering why Jackie never told her about something so important. Still upset about what she learned, Jules returns quietly. Jackie sees that something is wrong and asks Jules what happened. Jules can't stay silent anymore. She tells Jackie what Sarah said about her. Jackie, overwhelmed with emotion, tearfully tells what happened. She says Jenny dared her to swim across the lake. But halfway through, Jenny suddenly went underwater and didn't come back up. People searched for her, but sadly, Jenny was later found dead from drowning. Jackie says she's heartbroken and claims she didn't do anything wrong. Her emotional state makes Jules start to trust her again and feel bad for doubting her. Later, Jackie invites Jules on a hike to a tall cliff with a beautiful view, saying it's a place she loves. Jules is amazed by the scenery and walks to the edge, not knowing she's in danger. All at once, Jackie runs toward her and forcefully shoves her off the cliff. Jules falls, crashing into rocks and tree branches on the way down. Jackie looks over calmly, sure that Jules is dead. She shows no guilt or fear, proving this was a planned and heartless act. She then goes back to the cabin and carefully burns her bloody, ripped shirt to get rid of any proof. Jackie plans to make Jules's death look like a sad accident. She practices crying and acting upset before calling for help. But before making the call, she goes back to the spot to check if everything is clean. To her shock, Jules's body is gone. Only the necklace Jackie gave her is left behind, showing that Jules is still alive. Far away, Jules is badly hurt and barely awake, fighting to move through the thick forest. She's in deep pain, bleeding and weak, but she's determined to stay alive, even after being attacked by someone she once loved. Using her medical knowledge, Jules forces her dislocated shoulder back into place, even though it hurts terribly. Jackie starts searching for her, crying and pretending to be sorry, saying it was all a mistake. At first, Jules isn't sure, but as she watches Jackie act, she sees through the lies. She now clearly sees Jackie's cold and dangerous true nature. She is completely planning to kill Jules. Stuck in the forest all night, Jules suffers from both physical pain and deep emotional stress. Jackie speaks loudly, boldly saying that the forest belongs to her and there's no way out. But heavy rain stops Jackie's non-stop hunt, making her return to the cabin for a while, giving Jules a small but important chance to rest and stay alive. When morning comes, Jackie starts searching again, this time with a gun, ready to find Jules and end things. Jules wakes up very weak, her pain made worse after spending the night in the cold, rough weather. Using all the strength and bravery she has left, Jules carefully moves through the woods and quietly makes her way back to the cabin while Jackie is away. Inside the cabin, Jules quickly looks for a phone, but finds out Jackie has removed everything she could use to call for help. She finds her laptop, but her hopes are crushed when she sees there's no internet. With very few choices and in terrible pain, Jules decides to focus on staying alive. She examines her severe abdominal wound, mustering immense resolve to perform emergency first aid. Using basic medical skills, she painfully stitches her own injury shut, enduring unbearable pain to keep herself alive. Jackie returns to the cabin, immediately sensing Jules's recent presence and preparing to track her down. Jules hurriedly escapes again, this time by boat, desperately to reach Sarah and Daniel across the lake. Unfortunately, Jackie spots her from afar, promptly giving chase in another boat. Jules tries to outpace her attacker, but her injuries slow her down significantly. Jackie catches Jules mid-lake, brutally overpowering her. At this moment, Daniel appears on shore, witnessing the disturbing scene. Concerned, he asks if everything's all right. Jackie threatens Jules with a knife, making it clear any interference will be fatal. Daniel, alarmed but cautious, backs off, mentioning they'll still come by for dinner the following night, as previously planned. Jules quickly takes the chance and loudly invites them to come over that night. Jackie looks clearly annoyed but doesn't say anything, knowing she has no choice. At the cabin, Jackie roughly washes Jules to clean off any signs of their fight and warns her that if she tells Sarah and Daniel, everyone will die. Jackie then coldly explains the real reason for everything, Jules's big life insurance money. Heartbroken, Jules asks if Jackie ever truly loved her. Jackie calmly says no, breaking Jules completely. Later that evening, Sarah and Daniel arrive, not knowing they're walking into danger. Jackie watches Jules closely to make sure she doesn't say anything. But when Jackie leaves for a moment, Jules quietly tells Sarah that Jackie is planning something deadly. Realizing the danger, Sarah quickly tries to signal Daniel to get out right away. Before they can escape, Jackie attacks swiftly, brutally killing Daniel by slitting his throat. Sarah flees, but Jackie relentlessly pursues her, stabbing Sarah repeatedly until she lies lifeless. Without hesitation, Jackie meticulously dismembers the bodies, completely unfazed by her grotesque actions. Her psychopathic nature emerges fully as she calmly blames Jules for forcing her hand. Jackie coldly instructs Jules on cleaning techniques to erase forensic evidence, further traumatizing her victim. Jules, witnessing Jackie's terrifying capability for violence and manipulation, tries understanding the roots of Jackie's psychopathy. Surprisingly, Jackie reveals she had a normal, happy childhood, confirming this darkness was entirely her own choice, her nature undeniably psychopathic. After the horrific murders of Sarah and Daniel, Jackie systematically disposes of their dismembered bodies, carefully packing the remains into plastic bags and throwing them into the lake. With chilling composure, she returns to the cabin, meticulously cleaning every trace of blood, coaching Jules precisely how to erase forensic evidence. Clearly, this is not Jackie's first violent act. Her practiced expertise reveals a deeply disturbing truth. She has done this before, exhausted and emotionally shattered. Jules desperately tries to reason with Jackie one last time. She begs Jackie to stop, offering forgiveness and insisting she still loves her despite everything. Jules emphasizes Jackie's need for help, attempting to appeal to whatever humanity might remain. Jackie responds coldly, openly admitting that Jules isn't her first victim. She previously drowned her first wife. This shocking confession confirms Jules's worst fears. Jackie is a seasoned killer, who derives pleasure from causing pain and terror, a true psychopath who relishes her victim's suffering. The following morning, Jackie prepares to stage Jules's death convincingly. She cruelly forces Jules to eat, intending to create plausible evidence for investigators, and brutally removes the stitches from Jules's abdominal wound to ensure her injuries appear accidental rather than inflicted. Jackie's ruthless planning seems foolproof until Jules seizes a fleeting chance to fight back. Stabbing Jackie with a hidden tranquilizer dart she discreetly obtained earlier, this momentary advantage allows Jules to flee into the woods. A chase ensues, culminating at the same cliff where Jackie previously attempted murder. Cornered and disoriented, Jules confronts Jackie once again, but paralyzed by emotional turmoil and lingering affection, finds herself unable to deliver a final blow. Unable to kill Jackie, Jules runs to Jackie's car and speeds away. As she drives toward freedom, guilt overtakes her, realizing Jackie will inevitably harm others. Jules decides she cannot allow this to happen again, resolutely turning the vehicle back toward the cabin, determined to end Jackie's murderous rampage. Returning first to the cliff, Jules finds Jackie missing. Jackie has regained consciousness and vanished. Undeterred, Jules returns to the cabin, setting loud music on speakers to lure Jackie back home. The bait works perfectly. Jackie soon appears, storming angrily into the house. Jules confronts Jackie, aiming a rifle at her head. Jackie cleverly attempts psychological manipulation once more, warning Jules that firing the old gun could dangerously recoil. Jules hesitates momentarily, giving Jackie a chance to wrestle for control. During their struggle, the gun fires accidentally, injuring Jackie, but not fatally. Weakened by injuries and exhaustion, Jules collapses unconscious. Jackie seizes this opportunity, dragging Jules back to the same cliff edge, finally shoving her off. Believing Jules is now dead, Jackie returns to the cabin to finalize her staged alibi. She injects herself with insulin. She's diabetic, but immediately feels strange symptoms. Confused, Jackie discovers a recording left by Jules on her laptop. In the video, Jules calmly admits she secretly messed with Jackie's insulin by adding hydrogen peroxide, which causes deadly blood clots. Knowing she might die, Jules makes sure Jackie doesn't go unpunished either. Scared and seeing strange visions, Jackie runs deep into the forest, haunted by the image of the bear she killed as a kid, facing the violent past she tried to forget. Unable to breathe properly, Jackie falls from a stroke caused by the poison, suffering a slow and painful death just like the injured bear she once let die. Her past finally catches up with her, and she dies in pain. In the final eerie scene, Jules's body lies still on the forest floor below the cliff. Just when it seems like all hope is gone, Jules lets out a weak breath, hinting she may still be alive and leaving the audience unsure, but thinking about strength, revenge, and the will to survive.